So after all the volunteering work, after all the exercise, right, our body to rest. So we restore our energy through sleep. So I'll be covering more on the research studies based on sleeping. Then my fellow teammates, right, will be covering on the advantages and the disadvantages of sleeping. Then after that, some sleeping aids that help you sleep better. So so the research has said that why do we sleep? Everyone have any definite answer why do we sleep? Alright. So everyone feel that sleeping is a must. And scientists are trying to make up theories and to back that sentence up saying we need to sleep. So these are several theories. But I don't understand why some scientists group ourselves with animals. Because the first theory is inactive theories. It just means that they are comparing us with the wildlife. When they are inactive at night, they are less vulnerable to all the predators. So these are the theories they come up with. But there's some counterparts saying that when you are sleeping, your awareness are low, you are not aware. So rather than when you are active, you are not aware of the surrounding, you can run away from the predator more faster. The second one is energy, to conserve energy. So to conserve energy, it's just like an add-on to the inactive one. It says that when we sleep, right, our metabolism is lower, then the energy we burn is much more lesser when we are active. The second one is to restore. So after all the volunteering, all the exercising, our body to restore. So yeah, so the next one is to restore our energy level. The last one is more the advanced one. They call it the brain study, something like that. They actually scan the brain. It shows that when we are awake, right, our brains are much more active, 80% active. But when we are sleeping or resting, our brains slow down to 50%. So there's some micro studies about it, scanning. So these studies, right, is based on Harvard medical scientists. So next. So current life versus sleeping. We have our work, we have planned food, we got computers, we got to exercise, we got to do volunteer work, and we very got time to study. We got time to study, we got time to sleep, right? Because what is the first thing that you will sacrifice if you got tons of work to do? Sleep. We sleep at late hours, we wake up in the morning, the next day to go to work. Because all this, is more or less our work life is more or less linked up with our social media today. Because everything can send through via email, everything is so easy, and we work from home instead of office. So when work starts to stack up, you start to sleep lesser because computer is just in front of you, right? So even our Prime Minister has said that work-life balance, but I don't think that it's balanced because that computer is everywhere. So next. So what is the magic number? How many hours do we need to sleep? So these numbers, is not a random number. They are actually based on the Basel sleep and sleep depth to come up with these 7 to 8 hours every night. So what does Basel sleep means? It just means that the amount of sleep we need to obtain our optimum health, the energy that we need. Then the second one is sleep depth. Sleep depth is just for example, when we got do OT, we got more to do, we give up our sleep, it falls into a sleep depth due to poor sleep habits, sickness, and some environmental issue. So these two numbers, when added together, it came up with this magic number, which is 7 to 8. So the next one will be, the next slide, is the effect of short sleep duration. What is the effect? But the thing is, this slide will be further elaborated through my teammates on disadvantages. Yeah. So next I'll pass to Nuru to tell you what's the advantages of sleeping.
Hi, good afternoon everyone. Thank you, Elvin. I'll be touching more about the advantages of sleeping. So you might be asking, why do you need to sleep? Okay, firstly, sleeping helps to repair your body and increase your immune system. Your body is exposed more to harmful elements like stress, ultraviolet rays from the sun, and also harmful pollutants. And this actually damages your body, your cells. So when you sleep, the body produces extra protein that helps to repair the damaged cells. So this can help you increase your ability to fight infections and recover faster. Okay, sleeping also reduces stress, because nowadays it's a very fast-paced lifestyle, and you're all exposed to stress. But stress wreaks havoc for your body, because your body reacts instinctively to the fight or flight theory. Your body revs up its heart rate, and then increases your blood pressure, and also tighten your muscles. So your body will experience this wear and tear effect. So because of this, it degenerates your cells, so it actually propels your aging process. So you actually look older than you are because of stress. Yeah. So the next one will be, it reduces your emotional disorders. Okay. If let's say you wake up on the wrong side of the bed one morning, the typical reaction is like you don't have enough sleep. You become agitated and you become moody, and you just don't feel like doing anything much. But if you have enough sleep, you decrease the chances of having the stress level and the emotional disorders. Okay, and the next one will be, okay, if you need if you have issues with weight, your body weight, sleep can actually help to regulate your weight issues, because when you sleep, you have this sleep deprivation. It interrupts the hormones that actually regulates your appetite. So if you deprive yourself from sleep, then it gets interrupted, and then you will feel more hungry. And when you feel more hungry, you don't actually go for vegetables or fruits. You actually go more to fatty foods and more with carbohydrates and stuff, which will actually increase your weight. Okay, sleep also improves your memory, because when you sleep, your brain actually does a lot of linking and for facts and happenings during the day. So yeah, to eliminate these difficulties, you should try to sleep more. Okay. Okay, sleep also makes you more alert, because of course, like when you have enough sleep, then the next day you wake up, you feel more energized, you feel more alert, and then you become more productive. If let's say you are, sometimes after lunch you feel a bit sleepy, and during the midday hours, it's suggested by studies that you can also take naps, because naps are found to be very effective and refreshing, and it works better than caffeine and more healthy. Okay, sleep also keeps your heart healthy. If you love your heart, try to sleep more, because if you deprive yourself of sleep, your heart can be actually affected, because your cardiovascular system will be under pressure. Yeah. Heart attacks and strokes are found to be more common during the early morning hours, so it actually explains how the relationship between the heart and the blood vessels. So yeah, sleep more to reduce the levels of getting sleep more to be healthier. Okay, then it also reduces the chances of having diabetes because, as you know, diabetes is one of the known chronic illnesses. So if you don't want to risk yourself from having diabetes, then maybe try sleeping more because Harvard Med School actually found that people who reduce their sleeping hours from 8 to 4 actually shows that their body process glucose, which is the carbohydrate that fuels the body, actually process it more slowly, so you are at higher risk for diabetes. Yeah, and sleep also reduces inflammation, which is one of the known causes for the deterioration of your body as you age. So, increases in stress hormones raises the level of inflammation in the body. So yeah, the high level of inflammatory markers are linked to heart-related conditions. So to sleep more would actually reduce all these chances of unhealthy illness. And lastly is sleep also can prevent cancer. It was found that people who are working late night shifts are at a higher risk of breast and colon cancer because they are exposed to light, which affects the melatonin levels in the body, which is known to be suppress the growth of tumors. So if you sleep, make sure that your bedroom is dark to help regulate the melatonin levels which the body needs. So I'll pass over to Leon for the disadvantages of sleep.
Well, hi ladies and gentlemen, can you hear me?
Yes.
Alright, good afternoon, Ms. Mala. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Yon here. So, I'll be describing what happens when you don't get enough sleep. So, this is a picture of a panda, and I'll elaborate why I put or rather we put the picture of a panda in the house. Okay, we call this the panda complex. Okay, next please. So what happens when you don't get enough sleep? Firstly, you ages your skin because if you don't get enough sleep, you don't rest your body enough. So if you don't rest enough, your body can't recuperate your skin and you get those panda eyes. That's what you see on the panda. Okay, and you also gain weight. Why is that so? Because if you don't sleep, when you stay up late at night, you feel hungry and you try to get some things that will get you to sleep. So you try to eat some food or drink some milk before you want to sleep. So all these will make you gain weight, and it also leads to serious health problems if you don't sleep enough. Basically, why? Is because you don't rest your body enough. It will lead to a lot of problems like the heart problems, the kidney failure, and etc. Okay, if you don't sleep enough, you won't be healthy enough to have babies. So you will have sex drive problems. So for those who want to try a baby, please sleep, please. And if you don't sleep enough, you also can cause depression. Because when you don't sleep enough, you don't rest your body well. That's one thing which will lead to physical problems, and you also will have emotional problems if you don't rest enough. And you don't sleep enough, it makes you forgetful. Remember the time when you don't sleep more than what you wanted, and you think that, for example, in the office, you put something or you got work is being done or it's not done when you go out, and you forget that you need to get the thing done. Why? Because you don't get enough sleep. And lastly, in short, all these will lead to the risk of death. Okay, so for this I'll hand over to Mas for the next.